It's not what you think.
No, it never is, love.
No, there's nothing going on between us. We're friends.
I can handle this. All right, leave me to it.
All right. I'll be in touch.
I bet she will.
Look, Steve.
Don't forget the excuses, mate. I wrote the book on it. Been in your shoes so many times, but the one thing that I learned was to admit when I'd been beaten. Hold my hands up.
Okay.
What, you admit it?
Yeah. Well, I thought you wanted me to.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't expecting you to roll over. I mean, don't you care?
Yeah, of course I care. Just, well, you're right. You caught me out. No point pretending otherwise.
I don't understand you. I really don't. You need to finish things with Emma today, or I will. And be gentle, because I'll come looking and I flipping won't be.
You need to put him straight.
Straight.
I don't make a habit of hearing in private conversations, but some things you can't unhear. Is it right what you said?
Look, whatever you think you've heard, yeah, just forget about it.
How can I? You reckon you can drop dead any
Well,
second?
keep it down, yeah?
Well, so it's true. Mate, I can't believe it.
Then don't. Just forget about it, yeah? It's my problem.
But how's Emma gonna feel when you dump her or Steve says you cheated on her? You need to come clean.
And then what? Like, she'll just feel obliged to stay with me. I can't bear that. This is for the best.
Even if it means I'm hating you.
Well, that's kids today for you.
Yeah, well, thanks for the tip-off anyway.
So what are you going to tell Emma?
Well, hopefully I don't have to tell her anything. I don't want to be the one to break my daughter's heart. I've told him to sort it. He can witness the damage he's done.
Oh, here he is. David Bailey.
Where's Emma?
Gone ahead to the next shoot to make the necessary preparations.
Gone to put the kettle on, you mean?
Among other things, yes.
Well, let's hope she turns the heating on while she's at it, eh? So, how did you get on with our Kev? Hope he wasn't too much of a diva.
He was, actually. I've got to go back and do him later.
Oh, well, I'll have a word. So who's your next victim?
Kirk and Chesney.
And you want people to buy this thing?
We're celebrating the human body in all its forms. Lucy and Freud's work demonstrates that beauty can be found in the most unlikely places.
Well, it doesn't get more unlikely than that pair. Never mind a camera, you'll need a wand.
For all you know, Kirk might be the latter-day David underneath his work clothes.
As in the statue? I hope not, for Beth's sake. No, a naked Kirk is something no woman should have to see. I nearly brought my dinner up when I caught sight of Dev. I can't believe you let me walk in on him.
What?
He said you were meant to be standing guard outside that shop.
I tried to stop you.
And then you dashed off. I went in for a packet of fig rolls, not meat and 2 veg.
Where did you go?
Anyway, it doesn't matter now. The damage has been done. I will have nightmares for weeks. And courgettes will be off the menu for a while.
Are you quite yourself?
Yeah, no, I've just got stuff to sort, that's all.
I happen to believe that there is such a thing as God's will. And if he's decreed that I shouldn't continue as Archdeacon...
God's decreed nothing. It's a pompous, self-important idiot who spends half his day wearing a pointy hat and a dress.
That is unfair. I chose to offer my resignation.
And he bit your hand off.
Yeah, but can you blame him? His Excellency's under a lot of pressure.
His Excellency is totally out of order. He never even tried to persuade you to stay. You loved that job.
Yeah, maybe too much. I gave in to ambition and vanity and forgot my vocation.
You have got so much more to offer. Look, you've got to withdraw your resignation.
I appreciate your support, but this is the right way for me to go.
At least give yourself a cooling off period. It's a big step.
No, I'm sorry, Todd. My mind's made up. I'll be fine.
Ah, I feel better for that. I hope you saved me some pizza.
I'm sorry.
I'm only kidding. I could probably live without it.
No. We're sorry about the posters in Oliver's room.
I thought you might have liked them, but it was stupid of me. I didn't mean to upset you. Honest.
You haven't.
You don't have to pretend. It was too soon. We've taken them down.
Well, there was no need. I'm fine.
Really?
Absolutely. So why don't you go in there and put them back up? Actually, I insist. Look, Sam, that room is yours now to do whatever you want with. I just want you to feel happy here and feel like part of the family. Because you are.
Thank you.
American Gothic is one of the jewels of the Chicago Art Institute. I always promised myself I'd visit one day. Another one for the bucket list.
This is a factory, not a farmyard.
It's a place to toil, close enough. Now, if you could hold the fork, Kirk.
Well, why does he get to hold the fork?
He's taller.
Well, maybe, but the other one's a woman.
Gender's really not important.
Ryan, it is when you're snarkers.
We're creating a visual allusion to the painting, not an exact copy. Plus, your gentleman's area will be discreetly concealed.
No, I'm sorry, I'm not keen.
Not keen? This is one of the greatest paintings of the 20th century. A wry yet affectionate homage to small-town American life and the Protestant work ethic.
That's what I thought.
I don't care how wry it is. I don't like it.
Do we have to wear the glasses?
You can use my readers.
I'm sorry, mate. That's not keen on specs. That's why I'm at and all. You have to think of something else.
You timed that well. Tea or coffee?
Neither.
I thought you had to go to the dentist. You bottled it. I was the same when I were a kid. My mum used to have to prise my hand off the car door when we got...
Emma, I just needed time to think things through.
What things?
You and me. You're amazing. You really are.
But what?
I don't think we're right for each other.
How can you say that after last night?
Last night was incredible. It's made things even more difficult.
It's not difficult for me. I'm in love.
Emma, please don't. I already hate myself enough as it is. I just want to be honest with you. It's not going to work. And I don't want you getting in even deeper, because I'm just going to let you down.
I don't understand.
Just trust me. It's better we end things now. Okay? Sorry.
I don't get why barbers use that little mirror, you know, to show people the back of their head.
Any time people get to see it, I suppose.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do if a punter says you've taken too much off?
Never happens. And to be honest, I could carve a little poo emoji in the back of people's heads and most blokes would still go, yeah, it's great, that. Cheers, pal.
You all right?
Not really. You?
Not really. Look, what you said about the way I've behaved sometimes, you're right. But I'm trying, I really am, and I didn't steal that pump. You must know that.
All I know is whoever stole it has ruined Billy's life. It's cost him his job.
What?
Todd's just told me the insurance won't pay out. The bishop's furious. So Billy's resigned as archdeacon. So I hope the scumbag who did it is pleased with themselves.
And if not even Summer believes us, what chance have I got? I'll never put this behind me.
Well, you're innocent. That's all that matters, and who cares what anybody else thinks?
Hey, what's up? Not seen Kurt with his trousers down, have you?
No. Curtis just dumped me.
Oh, I see.
Wait, is that all you've got to say?
Well, bet you find out what he's like sooner rather than later, eh?
I already know what he's like. He's lovely. I really cared about him and I thought he felt the same way. How could I get it so wrong?
Don't blame yourself, sweetheart. Always knew there was something off about him.
And I thought he'd grown on you.
Also, to be athlete's foot doesn't mean I have to like it. Look, if he's the kind of guy who's going to spend the night with you and then dump you the next day, that tells you all you need to know.
You think?
Totally. Look, he's a rat. You better off out a bit, yeah?
Look, I've got to go work.
Keep chill.
Steve!
If you've come to plead for your mate, forget it.
I'm not pleading for anyone. I'm just telling you, you've got it wrong.
Look, Curtis didn't even try and deny it.
That doesn't make it true. But you've no idea what he's going through. If you did, you'd see things a lot differently.
I'll get to the point, mate. I've got plans for Christmas.
Well, it's up to him to tell you the full story, but you need to back off, or you'll regret it.
Oi.
Look, you've said your piece, all right? I get it. And I've done what you asked, so just leave it at that.
Oh, I'd love to leave it at that, only I've had your mate on me case doing your dirty work for you.
You what?
Danny. Like some kind of flipping mystic Meg. Only he's not a very good fortune teller, because he reckons I'll regret warning you off. I can't say it personally.
I told him not to say anything.
Yeah, well, he has. So tell him to back off.
Can't. He won't listen to me now, not now he knows the truth.
What, that you're a two-timing lowlife? You don't need to tell me that, because I already know. I caught you red-handed with your fancy piece. Not to mention the wine merchant, which Emma caught you with.
Yeah, I'll admit I was with Danielle, but there's nothing going on between us.
Well, you seem pretty close, and she's far too young to be your mother.
Danielle is from... She's from our terminal illness support group.
Sorry?
I didn't want you to know. I didn't want anyone to know. I have a life-threatening disease.
So Kirk's God.
Is that a problem?
Why does he automatically get to be the supreme being?
I had to choose one of you.
Yeah, why him though? He works in a knicker factory.
And you work in a kebab shop. Last time I checked, it wasn't a basis for conferring divinity. Kirk's older, that's all.
Yeah, but I'm not that old. He looks like Kenny Rogers. Is that who he's based on?
No! Michelangelo painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel during the High Renaissance, hour after hour, flat on his back, sometimes by candlelight, to create his crowning achievement. Freely admit, I was moved to tears the first time I saw it.
You're disappointed.
Oh, far from it. I may have come back from Rome with a stiff neck, but it was worth it.
Fall asleep on the plane, did you? I always use one of them blow-up neck pillows, me.
From looking up at frescoes.
Oh, right, got you. The shelves are a bit steep. Who wants to go mountaineering for a tin of beans?
Look, it's a decent enough painting, Brian. But I'm not lying like that. Adam's short of a fig leaf for a start.
We'll strategically arrange a roll of silk. Same for Kirk. Now, if you lie on adjacent benches, Kirk can stretch out his hand and impart the divine spark of consciousness.
Well, that's not a sentence you hear every day. So, if I'm unconscious, I just need to pretend to be asleep.
Oh, it's a different kind of consciousness. Try to go for a sort of glazed expression. There, but not there, if you see what I mean. Entirely lacking any kind of self-awareness or flicker of intellect. Maybe you should swap roles after all.
Is there nothing they can do for you?
Not as yet. It's a heart condition. Beyond that, doctors are baffled.
What's the outlook?
That's the fun part. No one knows. I could have a totally normal lifespan, or... You know, that's it. Any place, anywhere, just...
How do you live with it?
Dunno. Well, I suppose I'm no different from anybody else in some ways. None of us know. I have, my heart has stopped a couple of times.
Your heart stopped?
Yeah. Well, in layman's terms, I was dead. I'd love to say there were a bright white light and heavenly choirs, but nothing. No, I don't recall anything until after the medics brought me back round.
Look, you should have told me.
Why? Why burden you with it, Anna?
I think she'd want to know the truth, you know.
Yeah, well, like the Stones say, you can't always get what you want, and I'd rather Emma got what she needs. A clean break. Look, can this stay between us two? For her sake. But I'd rather she hated me than grieved me.
Vauxhall Cavalier I'm at home with, but the Laughing Cavalier, I've never felt more ridiculous.
Do you want to wear this or not?
Honestly?
Oh, cheers. I'll remember that next time you want a favour.
I don't know. What do you want me to say?
I don't want you to say anything. I just wanted you to listen, but obviously that's too much to ask, isn't it?
All right. Read it if you want. Saving you reading it in the paper, I suppose.
Right. Ask anyone on Coronation Street about Tyrone Dobbs and they'll tell you he's a good dad, a grafter who always stands his ground. It was such qualities what first attracted his current girlfriend. He didn't want to fall in love, no more than you want your clutch packing in on the outside lane of the M56, but these things happen, and you have to do what you can while doing the least damage to the people round you. He wanted to get things sorted on the hard shoulder with nobody getting hurt, but his former partner, Fizz, won't have it, and she kicks off big time.
Whoa. That's enough.
Well, I've barely started.
That's plenty, sir. No one wants to listen to you badmouth Fizz.
What, so I'm supposed to just take whatever she dishes out? After Kirsty avowed that'd never happen again.
This is different. And Fizz got you through that.
Yeah, well, it ain't fair.
You sound about 6. How do you reckon Fizz feels, eh? She's been humiliated, had her heart broken, all in front of her family and friends.
Yeah, well, she's the one that splashed it all over the papers.
Yeah, because she was sick of feeling like she didn't have any control. If the article has made her feel a bit better, giving her a little tiny victory, you can't begrudge her that.
Twice in one day. Sick of the sight of the place. Still, beats Shauna's cottage pie. It's murder trying to get the thatch out of your teeth.
Do you think I should go over?
Say what? You know you didn't do it, and you know he's not going to believe you.
You don't know that?
Rest my case.
Ugh, I can't stand seeing him so hurt.
He'll get over it.
Will I? He looked absolutely disgusted with us. Couldn't bear to be in the same room as me.
Well, that's his problem.
You don't get it. I loved him more than anyone I've ever been with. You can't just switch that off.
Well, you're going to have to, pal. You know what's good for you. I mean, if Billy wants to get it so wrong and thinks so badly of you, then it's not worth worrying about, is it?
Did you put him back up?
Yeah.
I don't know why you took him down in the first place.
Because on reflection, I thought it was a bit insensitive. You know, for me to let him put them up in the first place. It's hard enough for you as it is, without feeling like Oliver's room's being invaded.
Oh, don't be daft. I'm glad it's being put to good use.
Really?
Yeah. Look, Oliver is with me every second of every day. I don't need to go and sit in his room to feel closer to him. And it wasn't the decor that made his room. It was the noise and the life and... Well, right now it feels more like Oliver's room than it has done in a very long time.
I just didn't want you to feel like Sam was trying to fill that space or I was trying
Nick, just stop overthinking it. Oliver was Oliver and Sam's Sam. And there's room for both of them in our family.
I understand.
I hope so. Well, there will be times when I feel sad and I want to be on my own. But that's got nothing to do with Sam.
Okay.
You won't regret it. I promise. Yeah, I will. Bye. Perfect timing.
Sorry?
I've just been on to His Excellency and retracted your resignation.
What?
You heard. Unless and until he has it in writing, you are still Archdeacon Mayhew.
Oh, no, hold on.
I'm not done. I've also arranged the loan with George. He's going to take the repayments out of my wages. And that, coupled with the grand that I've already saved, should mean we've got enough to pay the diocese back and finish the Archdeacon's house.
I can't ask you to do that.
Look, you didn't need to then. We're a team, you and me. And I would far rather spend my money making you happy than blow it on some fancy honeymoon.
I don't know what to say.
That you're the luckiest man alive? What an amazing bloke you're marrying, something along those lines?
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Just thought I'd see how you were.
If you'd have been him, I'd have slammed the door so hard there'd have been a face print in it.
Right. Still raw then.
I can't believe I wasted my tears on him.
It's natural to be upset.
And I'm done crying over lads. Especially a rat like him. He used me, and I can't forgive that.
Yeah, well, listen. He's the loser, so forget about him now. Come on, I'll make you brew.
No, you don't get off that easy.
No?
No, he's getting a piece of my mind. I'm going to tell him exactly what I think of him.
Right. What's that then?
That I really loved him. What did I do to deserve this?
Nothing. Nothing, sweetheart. Look, you don't know what goes on in other people's heads, in other people's lives. This could be really complicated. You know, there might be lots of reasons behind it.
Like what? What possible reason could he have for breaking my heart?
I've no idea. I've no idea at all.
Helping two women trying to find missing parents after half a century apart. All new Long Lost Family is next on ITV. Over on ITV2, The Hideaway will be opening its doors for one loved-up couple in Love Island next.